Search easiest VA claims and you will find a wall of hype. Today you get the honest version. The 3 conditions with the clearest path from filing to rating, straight from VA's own numbers. And number 1 comes with a warning, because Washington is arguing about it right now. Welcome back to VA Claims Blueprint. Quick transparency, as always, and every number in this episode was checked against multiple sources before it reached this desk. Everything I mentioned today is free at vaclaimsbp.com. No course, no upsell. Now let's count them down right now. First, let's define easy, because this is where most videos lose their honesty. Every winning claim needs the same 3 things: a current diagnosis, a link to your service, called the nexus, and evidence of severity. Easy does not mean VA hands these out. It means the road through those 3 steps is short and well marked when you genuinely have the condition. If you do not have it, do not file for it. That is the rule on this channel. Now, the list. Number 3, knees and backs. Limited motion of the knee is the number 2 most rated condition in the entire VA system, and back and neck strain sits right near the top with it. Here is why the path is clear. If you wrench that knee or hurt that back in service, there is a good chance somebody wrote it down in your service treatment records. That entry is your link to service. And the exam is straightforward. An examiner measures your range of motion and documents your pain. So your job is simple. Get a current diagnosis, pull your service treatment records, and point to the page. The paper does the heavy lifting. Number 2, presumptive conditions. This is the easiest category in the truest legal sense, because the hardest part of any claim, the nexus, is waived by law. Right place, right era, right diagnosis. VA presumes the connection. You do not have to prove it. The PACT Act blew this category wide open. For the burn pit generation, that is the Gulf War through the post-September 11th era, conditions like asthma diagnosed after service, chronic rhinitis, and chronic sinusitis are presumptive. For Vietnam-era veterans, high blood pressure is now on the Agent Orange list. You do not need to prove you stood next to the burn pit. You prove you served where the law says, and you prove you have the diagnosis today. The law does the rest. Number 1, tinnitus. That ringing, buzzing, or hissing that never asked permission. And it is not close. More than 3.5 million veterans hold a tinnitus rating. It is the most claimed condition in the entire system. And it was the number 1 first-time claim again last year. Why is the path so clear? There is no machine that measures tinnitus. Your credible statement about when it started and what it sounds like carries real weight. And if your MOS puts you near aircraft, artillery, armor, or gunfire, noise exposure is often conceded from your records alone. Now the honest part. Tinnitus pays 10%. That is $180.42 a month at 2026 rates. It will not change your life financially. Its real value is the door it opens. Service connection on the books, and a foundation for secondary claims later. One more thing you deserve to know before you file. VA and Congress have both moved to end the standalone tinnitus rating, and lawmakers were still fighting over it this summer. As I record this, nothing has changed. The 10% rating still exists, and veterans already rated are protected. No panic and no countdown clocks. Just the facts. If you have tinnitus and you have not filed, today's rules still apply today. I covered the full fight in a VA Watch episode. Link above and in the description. 2 quick honorable mentions. Scars. Easy to verify and often rated at 0%. But do not scroll past a 0%. That is service connection, established. A foot in the door for later. And 1 myth to bust. Hearing loss. It is everywhere on these lists, but it is not an easy rating. VA requires specific test results, and most hearing loss ratings come back at 0% or 10%. Common is not the same as easy. So here is your play, and it applies to every condition on this list. File complete. A current diagnosis, your link to service, whether that is a record entry, a presumptive error, or your credible statement. And evidence of how it affects you today. Easy conditions still get denied when the file is empty. Complete files win. If this helped, like this video and share it with a veteran who keeps putting that claim off. And subscribe, because every week we break down the system that decides what you are owed. Everything I mentioned is free at vaclaimsbp.com. Thanks for watching. You served. You matter. See you in the next one.